Hello, this is Ashley Holly, and this is my EDLD 5318 Module 3 assignment over usability and reflection. This course was designed for my second grade students over properties of matter. So we will begin by reflecting on who you were able to have conduct the usability testing. I conducted my usability test with three other second grade teachers at my school. The team I selected for this usability test fits the needs of the assignment because they were all teachers who needed to teach this material in their classrooms in the future and already had the content knowledge of the material. They were also people who I knew would be able to add content if I missed an element or needed to go more in depth when it came to the state standards. When I was translating the information over to my students. In the future, when selecting my usability testers, I would like to add a few first grade teachers to ensure the content was building on skills they already covered with the first grade curriculum. I also would like to have a few students tested out to see what kind of experiences they would have and if it was easy for them to complete the course. The next question, what impact did your platform have on the testing on the testing and results? The platform I used was Google Classroom because of all their friendly features. And it was also the most grade level friendly platform when it came to introducing how to move about the course. The teachers on my campus received 3 days to test out the 5-week Google Classroom course and play around as if they were the students. Google Forms was then used so I could get their feedback immediately or whenever they finished testing out the system. If I wanted to share it with adults, I wanted to share it with adults who actually teach the subject matter in their classroom to see if they would be interested in using my course in the future. The next question, what were lessons you learned from the usability testing feedback? When doing my usability testing feedback, I learned what my users actually saw while completing the course. My users all had different levels of experience regarding technology, and they all said it was easy for them to navigate. Still, I needed to ensure it would be simple when 7-year-old students did their coursework independently. So I made sure I added sections where my students can just click on a document and just type in their answers. My school district could be more tech friendly and is now taking steps to rectify that, considering we want our students to be able to compete with other districts that embed technology already into their students' learning. My feedback overall was helpful, and I was able to make adjustments using their feedback. The next question, what would you have done to your design to address the usability issues revealed in the testing? When reviewing my participants' feedback from Google Forms survey, one thing that stood out to me was my stakeholders' concerns regarding our students using the course independently and filling out the previous forms I added. They felt my students needed to have a simple document that they were familiar with, but just wanted to add their responses directly on the form. It was an easy fix, but when I linked the Google, but when I linked the Google Doc, it was an easy fix when I linked it to a Google document where they can type in the response and not get confused with a different format or a new form. Another item of my Another item that my participants brought to my attention was the students needed a questions and answer section to help with any misunderstandings that may arise with the material or subject matter, since it was their first time learning this subject matter. So I added the discussion section with questions and answers so I could answer those questions in group discussions in case any other students had the questions. This process helped me improve my learnings. This process has helped me improve my course because I was able to see my course through a different lens by bringing By bringing in my usability testers, I was able to see what they saw and how it looked for my students, who are the people I built this course for. The next question, how has the testing impacted your alignment and outcome activities? When addressing the concerns of my platform with my stakeholders, the alignment of my course didn't change at all because they said it had a nice flow. Still, I needed to add some more curriculum documents that our students were familiar with, and by doing so, my students will have a more enjoyable experience. And this course's technology aspect will engage them and not frustrate them. How will I address the infrastructure system and support needs of my and issues the learners may face? I will be able to address any concerns or issues my learners may face by utilizing the questions and answers section of my course. There are many temperature checks inside of my course that my students will be able to fill out so I'll know how they're feeling about my course. I also added my contact information in multiple places, and um when they're working from home, they'll be able to contact me for some additional support. After completion of this course, I added a Google form survey for my students to complete so I can adjust this course if any questions arise or if any suggestions they had that could help my students in the future. Thank you again for watching my usability and reflection assignment.